Mia Rogers was never shot for being a Therian. There's been a rumour going around Therianthropy TikTok for the past few years that a girl was shot by her grandfather for being a Therian. That is simply not true. In none of the articles that mention Mia Rogers or her case was anything about Therianthropy ever mentioned. I'd also like to mention that this case happened in 2014. Long before TikTok, and logically speaking, since Mia was 9 years old, there's a very low possibility that she could have possibly known anything about Therianthropy or even had access to any of the Therianthropy forums. The man who shot Mia was called Ronald Gregory, and he was her paternal grandfather. Ronald Gregory and his son had recently gotten custody of Mia. What really happened is that Mia's grandfather shot her as a result of his poor mental health. As stated in a few of the articles, he was struggling with his mental health and wanting to kill himself for the past few weeks, but he, quote, didn't want his wife and grandchild to suffer. So, he shot Mia, shot his wife, proceeded to call 911, and then shoot himself twice in the chest. Obviously, he survived. Mia and his wife did not. Nothing related to Therianthropy at all. And while I'm at it, I might as well also go over some other lies that are spun around this case. Some people also say that Mia was shot during a hunting accident in which her grandfather mistook her for being some kind of wild animal while she was wearing Therian gear. This is not true, this is not mentioned in any of the articles. It had nothing to do with hunting or Therian gear. Another one of the lies that was said in this, in response to, oh, she actually wasn't a Therian, that wasn't the reason that she was killed, is, oh, she was killed because she was wearing makeup / wearing jewellery. This is also not true. That is not mentioned in the article. One thing that is mentioned in the article is that she was wearing glue on nails. Being shot for being a Therian, hunting accident while in Therian gear, killed for wearing makeup or jewellery. All of these are lies. Mia Rogers was not killed for being a Therian, nor were any children ever killed for being a Therian. Otherwise, it would be plastered all over the news. This rumour has to stop. Not only is it fear-mongering for children who will not try and research into it to see if the rumour is fake, it's also just straight up plainly disrespectful for the surviving family members of Mia. I highly doubt that if one of your family members, or multiple of them in fact, were shot by another one of your own family members, that you would want a random community that had nothing to do with your child start making up lies about her as a reason to have people afraid. That is disgusting behaviour, and it needs to stop circulating. Stop.